This is the Options app routine to display clickable option box and the options 0 to 12. We are in subprogram 6, tab 19. It starts out by filling a rectangle. 30 tall, 700 wide, at position 2020. Making it the color 530, which is brown. Making the rectangle. Then saying that rectangle was clickable with assigned number 46. The very next line says, click. If 46 was not clicked, go to FB, which is right here. Otherwise, set it up as a mat of 13 columns and 1 row, which means the number will be from 0 to 12 and be placed in game number. Well, that's the number that was clicked in the brown rectangle, 0 to 12. Then it starts to make another rectangle, 30 tall, 54 wide. The X is set to the game number, then multiplied by 54, and has 20 added to it, and its Y value is going to be 20. It's going to make a black rectangle behind the number that has been selected. Here it makes the rectangle. Then it changes the color to 88, which is a turquoise color. So much green, so much blue. Then it sets X and Y, 25 and 44. And then it's going to go around I from 0 to 12. And it's going to place all the 12 options and plus 0 in the brown box. It's going to do that by making a number out of them and then texting them into the box. And when it does this, it has 2 vertical bars behind the 12, which tells it to end it after the 12 in this case. And also the second bar says don't increase the value of X, because here it's going to increase the value of X by 54. Each area for each number is 54 pixels wide. Now I'm going to up the screen a little bit. And here we see it's going to set a value in K. It's going to set K to the game number, and then it multiplies it by 128. Now I left this in here to tell you that I don't always go back and correct my logic. This value of K is not going to be used until way down here when it selects the text for the particular option number. So we'll get back to that when we finally get down here. It's bad programming because these 2 lines should have been down here. But it seems to me that these other lines somehow got written in between and nobody corrected the fact that these lines are in the wrong place. Well, here it makes a color black. The font, bold, 12 points. Sets X to 25, Y to 345, which means we're pretty far down on the screen. And it's going to check the state. If the state is 1, meaning the operation is going to be done on canvas 3, we're to go to FH. So it's going to do these lines if its state is 0, meaning there's going to be a sub-canvas. And here we see it saying text about the sub-canvas. However, it would end up here at FH if it's going to be done on canvas 3. And here it talks about it being placed on canvas 3. Now both of them then end up down here at FI. So now it's going to use that K that I figured out up here, down here, and it's going to make the color 606, the font 415, and it's going to put text on the screen about the option. That value of K was to make it write a different option each time based on what the game number is, which is really the option number. Well, let's go and click on this instruction and then click on that 896 so it'll show us what it says there. Alright, it highlighted it here in yellow, and there it says this is offset 896. It says option 0, no option. Option 1, red, green only if over red. This is the definition, you might say, of each one of the options. And that value of K was to switch it between the options as the option number changed. Well, I'm going to end this, and I'm going to quit that. That is the information from this routine of the Options app.